Hello, everyone, and welcome to a second episode of this series of video tutorials. And my name is Lucky Banda, and as usual, if you find this video very helpful to you, don't forget to subscribe and like and click on that bell so that whenever I post something, you get notified. So, in the last video, I was showing you how to create a simple Hello World app, or rather a Hello Yourself app, right? So, in this one, I want us to do something a little bit different. So, I want us to return something onto the view, onto the browser without having to type into the app.py, but rather in the URL, so that what gets typed in the URL gets displayed onto the browser. So I want us to do something a little bit different. So uh, if we see here, we had a route that took us to the index page, and nothing really happened apart from the index function, which returns hello Mr. Banda. So this time around, we don't want hello Mr. Banda to be typed like that. So we want to do something a little bit stylish, right? So we're going to have to change the URL first. So I'm going to create a new URL, and I'm going to say greeting, right? And that what this URL greeting will do is it will bind itself to the function below there, but it has a certain parameter which has to be typed dynamic, not a parameter but variable. It has to be typed dynamically, and that's going to be called the name, right? So yeah, the name is going to be passed through the URL, and we want it to be rendered to this view here. Now, how do we do that? Now, in here, we are going to change this index function. So let's give it a new name. I can say hello, um, hello name, right? To make things simple, hello name. And what the hello name does is gonna have a parameter that's gonna be called name, right? And here, instead of returning hello Mr. Banda, we're going to say percent s, and then I'll exclaim like that, and then outside of there I'm gonna say percent again, and then I'm gonna say name, right? Now when I hit Control S, there's a change that happens here. Now with this, everything has been reset, and when we go here we should expect an error, right? This page is not found, but see this in the URL. I will create a new route, right? So I'm gonna say hello. Don't forget that we created something like that. We said hello, and then we are going to create the name using the URL itself. So I'm gonna say Lucky Banda without any spaces, right? Maybe I can just add an underscore there, command S. Now when we do that and then we hit enter, oh, it's still not working. Let me restart the server. Oh, I made a mistake. Instead of saying hello here, I need to say greeting, right? Not hello, greeting. Now when I do that and then I press enter, watch what happens. See, hello Lucky Banda. Now that's how we add information to the browser using the URL, right? We don't have to type Lucky Banda here in the Visual Studio Code. We just have to type it in the URL, and then it gets rendered onto the display on its own. So this is Flask starting to get a little bit cool and cool and cool. So in the videos in the future, you're gonna see how cool it can get. But for now, I think that's that's enough. All right. In the next video, what we'll be doing is we will be creating. We'll be looking at URL binding. Now, URL binding is about having specific URLs bound to specific functions, right? So as for now, let's stop here. If you found this video very useful, don't forget to subscribe and like and press on that little bell so that whenever I post something, you will be one of the first check it out. So thank you. I hope to be there with you again in the next video. Goodbye.